Late afternoon, 3:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and what's going on here? Well, first off, we have a nice thing to read about. 38,000 could be Bitcoin's new bottom as sentiment turns to extreme fear. I know we got up to about 42,600, but the bottom line here, folks, is 42,499 is that support resistance line. About 42,600 roughly is that 30-minute time frame in the 200-day. We got rejected by it, and it not only brought us down from the 30-minute time frame, it brought us down the other 300 plus points to put us below the 200-day and the 30-minute moving frame, or the 30-minute time frame, and that's the 200-day moving average. So that's what we're looking at. XRP, it was the same deal. It came up to the 30-minute, and it got pulled back down. We're at about 96 and some change with XRP. With Bitcoin, we're at about 42,500 roughly the last I checked. Those numbers, to my memory, are accurate. I'm not looking at my chart, obviously, as you can see. I want to go over a few things from UB2B on Twitter. He shared, and then we're going to go over the chart. So first things first, let's get that intro so you guys get a chance to hit that like button. You've been doing phenomenal. Our video from 5 hours ago is over 2,000 views already. Approaching 150 likes, which, hey, it is what it is. And then our one that I just released 2 hours ago is already over 1,100 views and 130 likes, so, or close to it. So I really appreciate it. Okay, so I really appreciate everybody tuning in. So first things first, let's get to UB2B. So Justin, and this is why he's so awesome. He sees exactly what I do. I put something on Twitter, and this is how he correlated it. Just in case you don't know, plagiarism, the act of presenting another's work or ideas as your own. Moon Lambo. What can I say? That's a straight shot to what I said earlier on Twitter, because I'm getting a lot of things about the Moon Boy, Moon Lambo, and to verbatim using my material, even my analogies between oranges and sliced into orange juice and all this other stuff. That's what caught somebody's attention. I used an analogy a while ago, and they started using the analogy within the same update, which is kind of funny. Bring the light of truth, FUD assassins, UB2B. Hashtag be better, do better, or I will kick you in the nuts. UB2B. So check out his content if you want to. He's got, well, that is me. Actually, we went over 500 followers on Twitter, which is quite the accomplishment. Almost 2,000 tweets. So if you guys want to join me on Twitter and catch all this fun, and this is what I had put, just so you know. So I hashtag Moon Lambo, and I said, if you're going to regurgitate my information, start giving me some credit. I'm sick of all the people coming to me saying you're repeating my info with no shout out. Don't be that guy. Tell the folks about Tom's Army and XRP Future. I will surpass you in time. I know the charts. So, you know, it was just something that I put out this morning, because I for days now I keep getting stuff, and then somebody actually quoted something he put, and when he used my analogy, I thought it was funny. So anyhow, so 38,000 could be Bitcoin's new bottom as sentiment turns to fear, extreme fear. But guys, don't be mad. This is the sincerest form of flattery. Even if I don't get credit, the people who watch my channel know where it's coming from. And that's 88,000 people that are seeing that info. So imagine if they just stumble upon my page one day. I am the XRP Future Millionaire. After all, it's a perfect name. So this toke's for you. So, not to mention, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So this adds to the fun, the excitement, and just the overall positivity in this channel, because we know we're getting trusted technical analysis. $38,000 could be Bitcoin's new bottom as sentiments turn to extreme fear. Bitcoin traders think that a drop to 38K will set off a small rally for the asset, which I agree. The loss of value is one of Bitcoin's worst start in a calendar year. So reasons for the slump have been attributed to the Fed's proposed policy. Analysts are scratching their heads in an attempt to understand the recent Bitcoin price movement. A section is keeping its eye firmly on the 38,000 mark. As the news of the Fed's plan to increase interest rates trickled into the mainstream, the stock markets and the cryptocurrency markets tumbled. Perhaps one of the most badly hit asset classes was Bitcoin, as it lost up to 9% of its value in a single day. This left the asset sinking to the lows of 41,000, far below the 48,000 point that it started the year with. According to Crypto Fear and Greed Index, sentiments indicate extreme fear at 15 points. The widespread sentiment is that the asset could be entering throes of a bearish market, which I've called for, with several analysts pointing out the similarities between it and the crash in May 2021. However, other analysts have expressed confidence that the asset could bottom between the ranges of 38 to 40,000. Mike Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital, believes this to be the case and that he is waiting a little longer to buy into the asset. So this is big money right here, guys. This is where some of your whales are going to come in. This is institutional investment. So listen to what he's saying. The better investor thinks that there's a tremendous amount of institutional actions on the sidelines, according to an interview with CNBC. Rec Capital thinks that a drop to 40K is in play for the asset after it deviated from the blue 50 EMA and is now on course to set a higher low. Scott Melker, an analyst, thinks that the asset is currently trading in the golden pocket between 65 and 61.8 Fibonacci retracement levels. Price is currently in the golden pocket of the move from 28.6 to 69,000. Bitcoin and the rest of the market. Presently, Bitcoin's market capitalization is less than the 1 trillion, hovering around the 800 billion mark. The air has been rife with claims that the leading cryptocurrency is fast losing its grip on the entire ecosystem following the drop of its market dominance below 40%. For the most part of 2019, 2020, and 2021, Bitcoin's dominance held up strong above 40%, even reaching a level of 50%. And go check out this part will be this Bitcoin. I'm going to release, and I'll edit this, but the Bitcoin part is just going to be for my Swing Traders Anonymous. Just that part. This whole thing will be released to my XRP Future Millionaire, but you're not going to see the beginning and the end of this if you're part of my Swing Traders Anonymous. I'm purposely going to do the Bitcoin technical analysis right after this, and we'll even look at the total crypto market cap so my XRP Future Millionaire audience can get a feel of what we do. Because we've talked about the total crypto market cap and the Bitcoin dominant chart for a very long time, and I can show you exactly what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. So this is going to kind of be like a dual release. Only for this part of it, though. The rest of it's exclusive to my XRP Future Millionaire page. Altcoins have not fared better on their own ends. Ethereum, Polkadot, and Solana felt the pangs of the market crash as they all recorded double-digit losses. Ethereum has lost 13.10% over the course of the week, while Solana and Polkadot, recorded losses as high as 14.44% and 6.49% respectively. The general decline of altcoins cast a measure of doubt that the market are in altcoin season. I don't believe we're in an altcoin season. I believe we're in a giant bull trap that's finally been exposed. The global cryptocurrency market capitalization stands at $2 trillion, while the daily volume is down by as much as 18% at $105 billion. It actually got down, the total crypto market cap got down to 1.89 trillion roughly. It was at 1.99 trillion on this Bitcoin rally. So let's go take a look at that. And if you guys are watching from my Swing Traders Anonymous, make sure to follow my XRP Future Millionaire page, and you can get the complete look at this entire update. And if you're fans of the total crypto market cap, the Bitcoin dominance chart, the BITO Pro Shares, which is the Bitcoin ETF, Tether, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, I cover those exclusively along with swing trades on my Swing Traders Anonymous. We went over the 4,000 watch hours, so we have some exciting news. I am about to be partner on that station. We're less than 19, I don't even know. We're getting close to partnership, but we'll go over that in a second. Give a little shout out to my other page. So the total crypto market cap's at 1.99 trillion. We cover this every day in the Swing Traders Anonymous. I think you guys all would benefit from going there because you can see the total feel of the market. So in the 30-minute time frame, we're at 2.009 trillion. We've had that marked down because we figured this is where we could come up. And then if we get rejected by the 30-minute time frame, we know it's coming back down. If we break the 30-minute time frame, we've got a few levels to watch out for with a little bit of concern. I'm going to delete one of these and actually measure the difference now that we broke way down here, because when this was like this, I haven't switched anything out from when we made this nice rally. So what I'm going to do is take that out, and we're going to measure this up to that cup and handle. So now we break the difference. We don't have 2.9096 or 2.06. So we're just going to play it from 2.009 up to 2.082. It makes more sense. The reason that I do like this spot, though, actually, I take that back. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to split it, though, a little bit. I'm going to put it at 2.047 because there is a small cup and handle there that you could trade between. And I don't want to forget about this. You could trade like this and then come back down. So I don't want to forget that area. Or it could be your catalyst to be on the top side of this. You get here and then you start propelling yourself. So let's watch that in the total crypto market cap. And the Bitcoin dominant chart, which we cover every single day. And we've watched it go all the way down, sub 39 percentile. And we were watching to see if it could get down to 38.90. Fortunately, it rolled back up. Now, what you didn't read in that article is the Bitcoin dominant chart completed a cup and handle the proper way. And now it's using this as support. So as long as it stays like this, we're going to get a nice pump in the Bitcoin dominance. And I believe we're going to head back up. And I want to adjust this just a little bit to 41.25%. What we have to break through is this top one, not the lower one, 40.79%, which is where we hit perfectly. Now we're trading between, but this is a perfect extension right now. Now what we have to look out for is that it doesn't come up through here, and then you would get this M topping reversal, and then you could trade out sideways, and then we could be in some problems. I expect Bitcoin the dominant chart to start swinging upwards. I just do. I don't think there's any way we're going to get down to like 30% dominance if we have a major crash. But what it's telling you, though, right now is even though Bitcoin was going down, the altcoins were falling initially a little bit faster than Bitcoin. So we're going to see what happens here, but the 30-minute time frame is what we need to pay attention to. The Bitcoin dominant chart absolutely broke out of that cup and handle on a bullish pattern. That's what you want for future reference. When we talk about a cup and handle, that's what you want it to look for. It's using the 40.39% resistance line as support after it broke the cup. That's a prototypical bullish move right now. Unless you break back down through the 30-minute time frame, this is bullish. The dominance chart, so pay attention to that. Might as well go through the whole thing. The BITO, so you guys can see what we do, was down 3.19% to end the week, down to 26.41. And this is the BITO. This is the Bitcoin ETF. We talked about it. This was a terrible investment ever since it came out. I talked about it was a failed cup and handle, and we were about to massively come down. I'm expecting it to come down to 24.30. I've called these out so perfectly. It's sickening. So we started way up there at 44 on the release. And to me, if you're going to buy the Bitcoin ETF, why the hell are you buying, or if you want to buy Bitcoin, why are you putting it back into the Dow or into the stock market? Why? We're taking billions and billions and hundreds of billions of dollars out of the crypto market to put it into the stock market. That completely defeats the purpose of crypto. Now, if it's in your 401k and yada, 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 and you're trying to find a way, I still wouldn't do it because of the risk when the cycle Bitcoin was on when this got released. It was a classic dump, pump, and then a complete whitewashing of everybody. I mean, it's down better than... This is absolutely phenomenal how far this has fallen since that failed cup and handle. And we talked about it. Everybody thought it was a cup and handle that succeeded because it came up a little bit. That was a deception. Everybody on my XRP Future Millionaire page needs to be there. 42% decline that we've called for, and it's not even down to our bottom yet. But we have talked about how we have a potential reversal starting when the week starts, to where if you can get in early enough, because it held 25.87 at the end of the week, we might be able to buy there. But my expectation is if you were going to buy this, you would wait for this continuation and buy it here. And I mean, at $24.30, I think that's the play. And I've been waiting for that. I have some money freed up in my IRA, about $2,000, that I wouldn't mind doing it just like this. That money I can't buy cryptocurrency, so that's a reason to do something like this, but not to ride at 47%. And look at all these I kept on here because these are my predictions when it was coming down. And it was nailing them zone by zone by zone. And then I predicted when it came down here, it was going to rally up to 32.92 and get rejected. And it did. And it's doing everything we're saying. So we're waiting for this next level. So I highly encourage everybody to get onto that station. Then we cover tether. And we've covered the tether pump from the beginning. I'm still waiting. I thought it could come up to 34.68, but maybe it's not going to come all the way through there. So far, it followed it perfectly to the T. And we've been calling tether for a long time. This was my symmetrical triangle, guys. And why I'm the best in the business is I put it not just a symmetrical. I took that down and I did the up channel. But there's a symmetrical triangle formed in here as well. We just can't see it because I took it off. But there used to be. My fans of Swing Traders Anonymous know exactly what we're talking about. We had something like this coming across. So we know we have to break this pattern in the very short term. We actually have this arrow right here that we were using. I believe that's what this one is. Let me put that to 4. So that was our straight across, but if you do it more on a decline like I think it should be, I think the one I just put out is the proper to where we can see, but you can see how it's in an up channel, but we're also in a, it's kind of like a symmetrical triangle with uptrending support and kind of like a slightly declining resistance. And you see how we popped out prematurely and now we're on the bottom side, but we finished this out perfectly to where we talked about. And every single step of the way with tether, you want to talk about a perfect channel. Up, rejected, right? We're hitting these perfectly. Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. I mean, if you would have just followed this up to resistance, resistance, support. I mean, this whole time, that was a beautiful thing. And a lot of people were loving it on our Swing Traders Anonymous. We were so far ahead of this. So now we're dealing with that 34.26 support resistance area. If we fall down 33.97, and like I said, if we break down through here, you could possibly form some kind of reversal, but this going down is not until we create that head up here. So we still need to come up. And I think with how much consolidation we've had here, you could possibly come back up to here and this could extend. So I'm going to extend out this up channel because it's still absolutely relevant. Nothing's changed. Got to make sure we have it in the right spot. So now you can see how it could possibly be using that as resistance. So that's how we know. And we just continue from there. And it's been absolutely spectacular. Ethereum. This is where we expect it to come down to. We broke through that line, though. So the fact we broke through that line means that the first part of what I did is invalidated. Now you'd have to go watch Swing Traders Anonymous to understand that. So now that we came on top of this yellow line, we use it as support. Now it precipitated a bounce up to the 30-minute, I presume. Because that's what we were calling for. It hasn't got up quite there yet. But I believe now we have to deal with this. Now, does it come up here, hit this, and come down? Or does it hit this and use it as support and take a move to the 4-hour? I highly doubt that this is going to go up much higher than 3279. So that's just, hey, we came down. We're coming up, getting rejected, and then we can finish our journey. That's what it looks like to me. But, hey, anything's possible if you can get some volume. So that's that, and that's that. I wasn't expecting to do an almost 20-minute update. But, hey. Makes it good because now both channels get to see exactly what I do. So, and now we're going to go, obviously we'll cover XRP, but we're going to do Bitcoin and then XRP. So, and for the XRP, that won't be on my Swing Traders Anonymous. You'll have to come watch my XRP Future Millionaire page. We got rejected with Bitcoin, like I was saying in the opening. I couldn't see the screen, but I knew because I know the numbers. 42,499, that support resistance we initially got rejected by the 30-minute right off the bat, as seen here. And when we did, it didn't just push us to the top side of this 42,499 so we could do this. As of right now, it pushed us to the bottom side. So that's, unless it can bounce over, I think what it set us up is for rejection here, even if we could break out. So I think 42,800 is going to be the ultimate kick to the nuts here. So right now, it's either support resistance at 42,499, which right now, it's using it as a resistance, oddly enough, in the last, not just 30 minutes, but the last 60 minutes now almost, and 14 minutes. So for a good 45 minutes, this has been using it as resistance. Now, could we argue that now we're on a little bit of a, like I said earlier, kind of a bull flag? And then it might, but I don't think it's got much steam left. Look at this volume. We haven't really got much volume. Nothing that will make you feel comfortable. I mean, it did have a nice burst there. Now, so this looks like it could have a tiny bit more underneath it. But I'd be very, very careful with what you're doing right now before the futures opens. That's the other thing. The futures opens today, so that's always a problem. And XRP to end this, 76,850 is the resistance. The 200-day is perfectly in there because that's what we did. We squeezed it because we knew we were in this zone. So that's why we talked about it this morning and this afternoon. So 75 is that underneath support. You break 75, you've got 70887 where we fell. But then we've got to go down to 64, 57, 52 possibly. And it can be a whole big nightmare. So I wanted you guys to see everything. So everybody who watched me on this XRP Future Millionaire Partnered page, now that it's back to just you guys, I want you to see what I do on the total crypto market cap and everything in Swing Traders Anonymous, the Bitcoin dominance, because all of that can help you be a better trader with XRP because you'll understand the flow of the market. To me, we are staring in our face at a bearish continuation pattern. It's just got to play out. The problem is that it doesn't have to do that right away. Sometimes on a pattern like this, you see how it's getting tighter? You have that initial fake out, even up to there, and then it comes down. I don't necessarily think we're going to get, right, now that we're tightening, I don't necessarily think that it's going to do anything other than that after maybe a small bounce up to here at 80 cents. But if you get up into there, then you've got another thing. If we could close over 80 cents, now that we're getting closer to here, think about this. If we could somehow get up here on the close and you see us here, we might be able to get a rally up to 88 cents before we have an overall turn in the market. It's just we're getting squeezed by the 30-minute time frame, so we have to understand what that means. I implore you to join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. Come hang out with me and my closest friends here on the Telegram. We have 121 people in here. We share charts all the time. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that we do. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love it. We have a lot of funny things as well in here. But we're a tight group in here, and if you guys are in there, you get to talk to me every day, and you can stay on the same page with what we're doing in the channel. It's that simple. Now, one other thing, and then I'm going to let you go. My Swing Traders Anonymous. And the only reason I'm sharing this right now is because I am dangerously close to partnership. I can't believe I'm about to have 2 stations partnered. I went over the 4,000 watch hours yesterday, or today, and now I'm 23 subscribers away from partnership. So I just need 23 more subscribers to join my Swing Traders Anonymous. I put out a lot of content. Not as much as I do on my main page, but I put out a lot of content. Every day I try to put out the total crypto market cap. Yesterday I shared a piece from our other page. But you'll see I share a lot and a lot and a lot. So take a look there. Help me hit that partnership. It doesn't cost anything, but I would really appreciate the support.